Okay, so first let's go through and see how to set up two-factor authentication. So on my home page, I'm going to click the hamburger icon right here. Scroll down to settings and privacy. In settings, security and login. And here, use two-factor authentication. Okay, so before I click on that, I just want to show you something else. So extra security, right here where it says get alert about unrecognized logins, you should definitely set that up. So mine is sent to my email address. And choose 3 to 5 friends to contact if you're locked out. Set that up as well, so that in case you do get locked out or you do get hacked, they're able to help you, and they'll also be able to report that you have got hacked. Okay, so you can just go through everything here in your security section to see what else you can learn here. Okay, so let's go back to use two-factor authentication. So what you want to do, you want to turn it on. Mine is already on, so you would select turn it on. You'd enter your security methods. I have two. I have one where they send a text message to my phone, and also I've set up an authentication app. You can use, I use both Google Authenticator and the Microsoft Authentication app, depending on what I'm using, what I'm authenticating. So when you set that up, you can set up your authentication app, and you'll receive a code via your authentication app every time you log in. So it makes it more difficult for somebody to hack your account, because they would need both your password and the code. And the code is going to come to your phone. So more than likely, well, let's hope they don't also have your phone. but it makes it a bit more difficult if you have two ways of authenticating. So definitely go set up, enable two-factor authentication on your page. Install an authentication app from the Play Store or the App Store. I use Google Authenticator and Microsoft Authenticator for mine, but you can use any that you choose. Let's go check the same thing for Instagram. Settings, security, two-factor authentication, and mine is on with the authentication app. So you can choose whether you want to send a code to your phone number or you want to use the app. And of course, again, as I said before, you can download an app from the Play Store or from the App Store. You can actually even turn both on. And that will basically, well, I shouldn't say prevent you from getting hacked, but it will definitely help you, and it definitely make it more difficult for someone to hack your account. Also, in terms of that, always try to use a difficult password. Preferably use a passphrase, so it's very hard to guess. Include some numbers, include some symbols, make it very difficult to guess. Okay, all of that stuff will help you. And also, if you don't already have one, install an antivirus. Most of them, you can install on your computer, and then also you'll be able to install it on your phones and any other devices as well. They usually come with like options for you to install it multiple places. So install an antivirus. And then also another point, if you do happen to have been hacked, all the tabs that you have open on your computer are now vulnerable. So basically, everything that you have signed into, all of those accounts you signed into, if you had them open on your computer at the time when it was hacked, chances are they have access to all that information. So if your email was open, if more than one email was open, if any site that you have to use a login, a username and password to access was open, chances are they're gonna get access to those as well. So the best thing to do, change your passwords on everything, make them all secure. Use a password manager, preferably to keep track of everything. I use Norton But there's LastPass and there are others that are out there that you can also use. And another thing I mentioned was that you need to have a way to contact your customers and prospects offline. So the best thing to do is to also have a list in some autoresponder. MailChimp is free up to a certain point, or any autoresponder you want to have your customers and prospects email addresses there, because if you're just depending on reaching them via social media alone, then the same thing could happen to you. If you lose access to your accounts, if your pages get deleted, if your accounts get deleted, you also lose access to your clients and your prospective clients. So the best thing to do is to have a list. And in another video, I'm going to discuss about how you can go about creating a list if you don't already have one, or how you can actually grow your list if you do have one. So take care until next time. Bye.